that I'm somebody special, that I'm somebody, yeah, I'm somebody, that I don't have to settle, not for nobody.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're doing amazing today. So in this week's video, I kind of thought I would walk you through my everyday makeup routine. This obviously looks a bit dressed up for some people, but this is how I've been doing my makeup every single day since kind of like the start of January, just because I've got a major hit of January blues. I've been feeling so self-conscious with, you know, YouTube, uni, makeup, my body, my personality, my mental health, everything has just been like literally plummeting to the ground, and I felt so poop. But today I woke up and I was like, no, I'm going to change this. So I thought I'm going to film a video of me doing my everyday makeup and just make a day of it. And this is what the result was. I've also changed my background again. Like I said, I've been feeling really rubbish and YouTube was actually a big part of why. So I changed my background again to kind of give myself some direction in life, which sounds really odd, but it is working and it's making me feel so much better because it's so much prettier than my last background. All the products in this video were cruelty-free, and then a large percentage were vegan. Not all of them are vegan, but a large percentage were vegan. So if you guys want to see how I created this everyday look, then keep watching. I always tie my hair back with a hairband, but for Secret Santa, Becca got me these really cute cat ears, so I'm going to use them now. And I got them specifically because I wanted them for YouTube videos, and I just think they are adorable. So firstly, I'm going to start by priming my skin, and I'm going to be using the Makeup Revolution Ultra Face Primer, and I absolutely love this primer. It's more silicone texture, and I prefer that because I've had cream primers before and I just really didn't like how creamy it was. It felt like a moisturiser. So I'm just gonna take a bit on my fingertip, doodle it back on, pop it all over my skin. It is so silky smooth, and I think that is down to the silicone texture. I absolutely love this primer. It absorbs really quickly as well, like it doesn't make your skin feel all wet and gross. Now once my primer is set, I go in and I do my colour correction, and I'm a big fan of colour correction because my skin is so uneven. I use the MUA Pro Base Prime and Conceal colour corrections. I think they're like a couple of quid each from Superdrug. I feel like the texture is so creamy, but it gives such good coverage as well, and it lasts like all day. So firstly I'm going to go in with the green colour correction, and I'm going to take it on a... Normally I would use a flat concealer brush, but I'm using a flat foundation brush this time just because I do a lot of green colour correction on my face. Ooh, I look like Shrek. So yeah, I have a very green face right now. Fab. Now that that is done, ta-da-da, I'm going to go in with the peach colour correction. I feel so silly right now. So once my colour correction is done, this looks very odd. Oh my god. I'm just going to take a flat foundation brush. This is from Morphe? I don't know how you say it. It's the S94 brush, and I'm going to literally just go around my face with it. And now that my colour correction is all blended and evened out, I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation. It is without a doubt my favourite foundation to use on an everyday basis because it gives such good coverage. It is quite thick, but I actually quite like a thick foundation because my skin gets quite oily, which means it's not going to come off as easily. I think you get loads of product in this for the price, and the colour match is just incredible. To apply this, I'm going to use the dual-sided blender from e.l.f. as well. I've talked about this in one of my videos and I absolutely loved it. I love the silicone side, I love the flock side. It is very dirty because I have been using it a lot recently and haven't had time to clean it. Using this kind of silicone blender means you get to use less of your product, and these are more hygienic as well, so it reduces the risk of blemishes. So I'm just going to apply this straight onto the product. I know it looks really cakey and wet at the moment and it's not blended in, but that's not what the silicone blender is for, that's what the flock side is for. So at the moment I'm just making sure... Oh, my phone. Now that that's applied all over my skin, I'm going to go in with the flock side and like even it out and buff it out so it doesn't look so cakey and disgusting and wet. And now that my foundation's done, I can see that there is still like some horribly dark splodges under my eyes, so I'm going to go in with my concealer and fix that. This is the MUA Cover and Conceal Concealer. I always do my concealer right into the corner of my eye because I feel like that's the darkest place of my eye, and I absolutely cake it there. I've got so many blemishes and it actually makes me want to cry. most of them are on my chin. For some reason I've got 2 up here who are like excluded from the gang. Little loner spots. And then I'm just going to put concealer on my forehead and down my nose. And then I'm going to go in with my, oh my god, vlogged side and blend it out. And now that my concealer is done, I'm going to set it in place with my loose transition powder, and this is from Barefaced Beauty, and it's a really, really amazing cruelty-free and vegan beauty brand, and they are Leaping Bunny certified, I believe. These are vegan morph brushes, but this is the S15 brush. Dab, 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 get in the product, and then knock off, and it's all over my jeans. Fantastic. I'm going to put this translucent powder in anyway, whereas my skin gets really greasy, so down my nose. T-zone, under my eye, well, I say under my eye, I just whacked it on my eye, but just to lock in that concealer. Next I'm going to do bronzer, and I'm going to go in with my MUA Pixel Perfect bronzer, and I absolutely love this. I think the colour is so subtle and you don't get any fallout. So I'm just going to take my Morphe S13 brush, I always do mine in circular motions just so it blends out evenly, and I always do the rule of 3, so you're like, oh, my phone again. And then I always kind of bring it down into my neck just so it blends out better, because you don't want them to be different colours. No, 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 you don't. So yeah, that is my contour done. Ta-da! Ta-da-da-da-da-da-da. That is my face makeup done. Now I'm going to move on to eyebrows. So to do my eyebrows, I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills oh my god, it's wrong around, Dipbrow pomade, ugh, in dark brown, and I just think this is amazing. I prefer using pomades compared to, you know, powders or anything like that, because I have quite dark eyebrows and it just fills it in so like dramatically. Like, I do love an Instagram brow, and this is quite expensive, but it is cruelty free. I can't say if this is vegan, but it is cruelty free. I have had this for a year. Now that sounds really bad because you're meant to chuck your makeup away quite often, and I use this every single day, but I've only used half. I take this onto an angled brush, and luckily this one has a spoolie end as well, so I comb through my brows first, and then I go in and I outline. I always start at the top, and I don't know why, and I know you probably shouldn't, but I do. I always start at the top, I work down, and then I shape to the point. And it doesn't matter if it's messy because I go back with concealer anyway and clean it up. Once the kind of end and tip of my brow is done and shaped and filled in nicely, I smudged it. Then I go and do the front of my brow and make that fade using any of the excess product that's been left on. And I have to do this with such a light and delicate hand because I like having that fade. Before, after. Before, after. So my brows are done, they're looking pretty similar, but I do need to clean it up, so I am going to go back in with my MUA concealer and tidy them up a little bit because they are messy. So now I've filled my eyebrows in, I do like to just go over with the spoolie and make sure that all the hairs are again going in the same direction. Moving on to eyeshadow, I absolutely fell in love with the Makeup Revolution Soph palette, which was released last year, well 2017, so yeah, quite recently, and I absolutely fell in love with it. I did a video on it as well, and I just think they are amazing. I feel like it's such a good combination of everyday shade. Like, obviously some of the shades in this are very daring, but you can still kind of make them work for every day. It's a very unique, versatile palette, and I love that. Just moved in a little bit while I do my eyeshadows. So I like to take a really large blending brush, which is from BH Cosmetics Smoky Eye brush collection, and it's number 1. And I like to go in as my base colour with this shade here. I cannot remember the shade name, but this shade here. Then I go in with the smaller blending brush, blending brush. And then I go in with the smaller blending brush from the BH Cosmetics Smoky Eye Collection, number 2. And then I dip that into this shade here because it's just a little bit darker and it looks quite nice in the crease of my eye. And then I'm just going to go in with this shade here, and it's like, I feel like it's got like a little underlay of purple in it, and like mauve colour. Ta-da! So now that that's done, I'm going to go in with this dark brown here, and I'm going to put it again into the crease of my eye, surprise, surprise. And now that that's done, my eyes are looking very scary right now, but I'm going to go in with this kind of gold shimmery shade right here and place it all over my lid. Now my under eye is looking very bare, so I'm going to go in with this shade here. And then I'm going to go in with this shade here, again to my under eye. And then I'm going to go in with this mauve shade here, again to my under eyes. And now that that's done, I'm going to go in with this really shimmery light champagne colour, and I'm going to pop it on the inner corner of my eye and under my brow bone because it is that little bit of extra highlight that I really enjoy. So now that my eyeshadow is done, I'm going to move on to mascara. Now normally I do eyeliner before mascara, but recently I've been doing mascara then eyeliner because then I know the shape at which my eyes are going that day and which way it suits with my makeup, which sounds very odd, but it just really helps guide me better when doing the wing of my eyeliner. So I've got an e.l.f. mascara in black, cannot remember the name of it, and I'm really sorry, I probably should have looked that up before doing the video. I really like the brush on this because it's so precise and it gets every single lash, and I really hate big brushes because I feel like it makes my lashes look really clumpy, whereas this one like elongates it while coating every single lash at the same time. I feel like every girl does that a face when they do their mascara. I don't know why. Let me try do it without it. Oh, it doesn't feel right. I don't like that. Mascara done. So I'm not gonna lie, I went and picked this up today because usually I use LA Girl eyeliner or I use Barry M On Point eyeliner, but recently they've been drying out really quickly. So I went to Superdrug today and got the Lottie London Wing Woman eyeliner, and I've never even tried this. I've literally just taken the wrapper off. Don't know. Ooh. Gonna scoot in a little bit. So before, after, before, after. Ta-da-da! So that is my eyeliner done. The wings are very dramatic. This is not like as subtle as I thought it was going to be. So I am one of these weird people that likes to do her lower lash line. So yeah, that is my eyes completely done. A little close up. So that's my eye makeup done. So now I'm going to move on to my highlighter, and again I'm going to be using a Soph X Makeup Revolution palette. This is a highlighter palette and it comes with 8 amazing shades. So I'm just going to dip my highlighter brush into this like champagne-y colour, and I'm just going to apply this to my cheekbone. And I love on Instagram when people have it like above their eyebrow, so I have started putting mine above my eyebrow. And then again with the same shade I'm going to go down my nose, in my cupid's brow, and then on my chin. And that is my highlight. That highlight is so good. So because this is an everyday look, I'm not going to go for like a bold dramatic lip, but I'm going to pick one that does have a bit of a red peachy undertone, purely because I like when they go with like stripy shirts. Guilty. But this is Duchess, and I got this in the Makeup Revolution Luxe Retro Lip Vault, and I absolutely fell in love with this shade. It was like my favourite one, and it's such an everyday shade, but because I absolutely love red lipstick, it's got the combination of everyday with red. These are matte lipsticks and I absolutely love wearing matte lipsticks on an everyday basis. I know this probably looks a bit dressed up for some people, but this is kind of like my everyday look that I wear literally to work, to uni, just to go out, to see my boyfriend, anything. This is the look. If you guys did like this look, let me know in the comments below as well, because I really love hearing from you guys. If you guys have any recommendations that you use in your everyday makeup routine that are cruelty-free and vegan, let me know in the comments below and I'll give them a test. So thank you guys so much for watching my video. If you did like it, give it a big thumbs up, and if you want to see more of my face, then hit the subscribe button and turn the little bell to be notified when I upload videos. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next couple of videos. Bye!